You're going to play ball. You're going to do whatever Israel wants you to do. Um, that's your role as the president of the United States. So all of that America First talk just went out of the window. All of that drained the swamp because all of our politicians are corrupt. That went out the window because he went from draining the swamp to becoming Swamp Thing. You're supposed to drain the swamp, not become the Swamp Thing, right? I guess he forgot all about that. You know what I mean? All of that America First rhetoric, all of that drain the swamp, all of that our politicians are so corrupt and we got to put America first. Well, you're not doing that because America don't want this war. American citizens don't want to go to war with Iran. It doesn't matter what America wants. It doesn't matter what American citizens want. It only matters what Israel wants. And Israel wants war, and you're going to give it to them because you are now a part of the problem. You are now just as corrupt and just as paid for as the rest of them. So, no need to act high and mighty anymore. No need to act like you're different from the rest. You're the same. Um, Israel controlled. Um, Maybe the rumors are true, and maybe you did convert. Right? You're no different from the rest of them. So I'm pretty sure the base. Okay, I seen a bunch of people, a bunch of motherfuckers trying to make excuses for, Iran. They can't have nuclear weapons, but Israel can, right? To the point where they won't even let you search their facilities, right? To the point where they told you years ago it was a textile factory or whatever the fuck. And instead of investigating further, you just went with that. Pretty much shows that all of you are cowards, right? Because you know everything that they're behind, everything that they have done, all the trouble they have caused inside of America, not only abroad. And you're too afraid to put your foot down. Hmm. You're afraid they're gonna use our CIA or their CIA, their Mossad, and they may just drop the top on you like they did Kennedy. Hmm. I mean, I understand. Um, you want to live. Everybody wants to live. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? All this Elon Musk crap, all of these Epstein files not being released. Um, you know, it's all of the BB just completely getting out of control, and nobody has been able to put him in his place. Nobody has attempted to, and nobody will attempt to. It's funny what he was facing back home, and then all of a sudden, we're in the middle of a war. Right. All of his corruption charges and everything he got going on over there, he's just gonna escape all of that because he's gonna take this country to war, right? And he don't care if it's all bombed out. Um, they'll recover. We're gonna pay for it. We're gonna give them everything they need, right? The cover they need. So he's gonna be able to further his plan, further his dream for a greater Israel, and we are gonna just do what we always do. And then we're gonna continue to pass laws here because you know they basically run our country, and we're gonna continue to frame the narrative like they're victims, right? Even though they attack another country. But that was a preemptive strike, right? Because they were protecting themselves, right? No, it's because they seen the court of public opinion swaying away from them, and they decided before we could, you know, finally get a grip and shut this shit down. Finally sit down to the table with Iran and squash all of this nuclear stuff. No, 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 no. We're just gonna go to war with them. And we're gonna force you to join. And that's what they did, and that's what we did, right? I mean, I figured he would do a complete 180 and do the opposite of everything he was saying. I mean, you can see the signs of it. You can see it coming. I'm just like, damn. It's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So he just proved what we already knew. You're just a controlled puppet, just like the rest of them. You have a master, just like the rest of them. So when you were on your high horse and doing all that talking about Obama, about Bush, about the Clintons, uh, it was only a matter of time before you fell in line with them. And now you can sit down and have a conversation at the round table with the rest of those controlled puppets, right? And your legacy would be just like theirs, right? Uh, what you promised isn't what you delivered, and that you know, Israel is America's master, right? And we're going to continue to defend them no matter what they do. We're going to continue to fund and support them no matter what they do. See, so uh, Bibi knew that, he could, they could start a war. They could get bombed. They can have a couple civilian casualties or whatever. That it doesn't matter because they're going to be able to rebuild um, with the American dollar that they have coming in by the billions. Um, and they'll get more weapons, and they'll continue on as usual because we're going to back them no matter what, no matter who the president, no matter what rhetoric or what he says, no matter how he says he's going to be different or this is going to be different and we're not going to get involved in any new wars or any wars in the Middle East. We're going to do it anyway because no American president can say no. No American congressman or senator or whoever can resist the money. You know what I mean? And if you do happen to have the balls to, you know, not have an APAC babysitter or APAC handler, they're going to make sure you lose your seat. They're going to spend so much money for you to lose your seat. They're going to put so much bad press out on you. Um, you're going to be blacklisted and shunned from Congress, shunned from the Senate, shunned from politics altogether. Right? They're going to make sure. And there's nothing you can do about it because you don't have the money or the backing that they have or the support that they have. Right? You know, you don't have a government sending you billions of dollars so you can pay politicians. It just is what it is. So from draining the swamp to becoming just as corrupt, you know. So you're no different. You thought you were different. You're no different. So you know what I mean? Yeah. Couldn't walk the walk, right? talk the talk, couldn't back it. So basically yeah, a puppet and a little bitch right now. So congratulations.